Nicks and Bruises, we are back. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Blackest Time. I got my guy DJ Shuttle in the building with me. You already know.
All aboard, your Blackest Time. Hello.
Yes, sir. Um, what up, man? We didn't get to chop it up after the last game, so we're gonna talk about that real quick. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get your thoughts on that. I was on a post game show, so people know how I feel. But yeah, off the
Yeah.
jump, man. We routed the Pacers. You know what I mean? Hell, Halliburton scoreless. I was in Nate chat crazy. Losers Lounge was back. Losers Lounge is back. So go check that out if you ain't see it. Yeah, man.
Choker Burton. Choker Burton. Hello.
That's it.
I think we need to take that picture and take Reggie Miller's face off and put Halliburton on it.
Oh, it's out there.
That's out there already?
Yeah, it's in the community. Go check out. I posted a couple of pictures. Got him with the Wilt Chamberlain with the zero, zero card.
Nice. There we go.
You know what I mean?
He's earned it. He does a lot of talking, so
Yes. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts of the game. What was your thoughts? How you like how we looked? Definitely our best defensive game.
Well,
shout out to the chat.
Yeah, well, the first game definitely wasn't a good defensive game. So that was you couldn't really go worse than that first game. So shutting Halliburton down, holding him to zero was an indication of what we were hoping for with our wing stop defenders. You're to that. You feel what I'm talking about? That was everything that we wanted for, everything that we didn't get in game one that was so highly anticipated. OG and Bridges, who people gave a hard time through the preseason, and a little bit also after game one, it's like, okay, the games are real now, Bridges, but Bridges was in a large part responsible for holding Halliburton to 0 points. He defended him a lot in that game, and all y'all that was talking crazy about Bridges, you might have to jump off a bridge right now. Yeah, man. And I gotta tell you, the one guy, if there's one guy that I hate to see playing against the Knicks in the entire league, probably one of the top 5 players is this guy from the Pacers off the bench, Connell.
TJ, yeah, he
been killing it.
He get up for us
since he was on the Sixers. He been killing the Knicks consistently. He's one of the players I don't like to see the Knicks going against, and I was happy to see him be held under control, basically in that game. I'm just pulling up the stats right now to see what he actually scored, but just watching the game.
Well, I got it right here. He had 16 points. I mean, he plays 16 minutes. 7 points, 2 rebounds.
He did have 5 assists.
5 assists. But here's the thing. They chat was going crazy. They chat was like, yo, we need to start TJ. You know what I mean? Like, why he only played 16 minutes? So part of that was, you know what I mean? He only played 16 minutes. Because he didn't play bad. He still played well.
Compared to what he has been doing against the Knicks, what he did in that game, I will take. Considering how he's really came in, including the playoffs. Like he just has come in and just did his numbers. So Halliburton getting 0 was amazing. And in holding TJ, to the performance that he was held to, I thought was also significant. I mean, Mathurin, he got some buckets, but he was coming off the bench, and his points were, I don't want to say they were useless points, but they weren't really very impactful from where I sat.
No, we did a great job defensively, for sure. Josh Hart, 20 points. We had four four players with 20, three players, four players with 20 points.
Now they still shot 49% from the field though.
Did
You
they?
know, yeah, but they only shot 10% from three.
Yeah, 3 for 30.
Yeah, they shot 10% from three. So, you know, that it had to be aberration because there's no way every team you face is going to shoot lights out the way Boston did that first game. So, um,
Or vice versa. Shoot 10% from three either. You
right.
know what I mean?
So yeah, you can't you don't want to be expecting teams are going to shoot 10%, 3 of 30. So, you know, you still got to defend that 3 point shot. There were a lot of 3 pointers that weren't highly contested. Still, something that I think is a concern. You know, everybody knows Tiz plays the sagging defense, which concerns a lot of fans, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Um, I like their rookie, Walker.
Walker was doing his numbers.
He looks like he should be starting soon. And I could
Think
say
so?
the same for Mathurin. Yeah. One of those two, Mathurin or Walker, needs to start.
I don't know who they're going to start over. They're not going to start over Siakam.
I mean,
Not going to start over Naismith.
Naismith or Nimrod, one of them two gotta go.
Nah, Nemhard. Well, neither one of those guys are. Well, let me say this: uh, Mathurin. There may be an argument for him to start over Nemhard, but I think they like Nemhard's, big shot making. He made some big shots against the Knicks last year. I mean, do we need to talk about the big shot that he made? I don't think we need to talk about that. I don't even think we want to talk about that. So I don't want. I don't even want to act like Nemhard is not worthy of a starting slot. After 2 games, he put his foot in the cement last playoff season.
Yeah, but he's not a aggressive or offensive player. I think that's what they need in the starting lineup.
Well,
But
that's their troubles.
yeah, we bust their ass. They was mad. They was tight. Bridges, man, he turned it around second half of that Boston game, and you know came out this game, and what I mean, a solid game, all the
Came
whole
out
game.
swinging. Came out
You know what I
swinging.
mean? Hit a couple threes. You know what I mean? Doing his thing in the post, talking shit. You know what I mean? Talk about Halliburton can't guard me. Him and Brunson was going crazy, yelling to the crowd.
Oh yeah,
Like they was feeding off that garden energy.
it was. They were hyped to be home, and they were hyped to let everybody know. We got busted first game, but we're gonna set the tone and we're gonna set it right.
Yes, sir. Nice bounce back. Towns had a nice game. He was in the post. You know what I mean? He hit 2 threes as well. 2 for 2 at that. You know what I mean? Complete turnaround from that first game performance for both those guys.
I mean, listen, Towns gave us 15 rebounds, 15 boards.
After 8 in the first one.
So this is what we want. A center that's going to give us 15 rebounds on a given night. So that's what we want. That's what we need. 15 points and 15 rebounds and 21 boards. 21 points rather. Excuse me. 15 boards, 21 points. That's the type of performance that we need.
And 2 blocks, I think.
And 2 blocks.
I remember that first one. I ain't even gonna lie, yo. The first thing that came to my mind, um, he looked like Patrick Ewing on that particular block. Like when they showed the replay, I was like, it just gave me a flashback.
Now,
Um,
I
good.
mean, listen. This is what I think we can expect from Towns. Um, this level of efficiency. He's 2 of 2 from 3 point range. So for all those that were concerned, he was going to be just jacking up 3 pointers all game. He only shot two, and he made them both. You know, 5 of 11 from the field, excellent field goal percentage. You know, just right around, just right under, 50% from the field, and we get the super efficient foul shooting, 9 of 10 from the free throw line from your center. Like this is so significant because he's going to get fouled. He's going to get fouled, and he's an 83% career free throw shooter.
That,
And he was
that's what I was telling Sim. I don't know if I said it live or not, but I was like, when he missed that free throw, I'm yelling at the TV like, you want to be 50, 40, 90. But then he ended up shooting 90% anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so that was his only miss.
and the team shot just over 79% from the line. And when you got him leading the team in free throw attempts and shooting that level of a percentage, like I just feel like the foul shooting with this team could low key be a cheat code.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about any former Knicks, but yeah, Brunson's been shaky at times. I will say that. You know what I mean? He's been shaky at times, missing some free throws um throughout his tenure here.
But he's still over 80%.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And Bridges is over 80%.
And just the dynamic of Cat versus, you know what I mean, Mitch, the previous starter. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a drastic difference.
It's a drastic
And
difference.
and he's gonna get fouled, like you said. So it's not like he's not. I mean, that should be a goal for him. You know what I mean? Get to the line 10 times, 8 to 10 times a game.
I just think with the number of attempts that he can get and the quality that he can shoot at, plus Brunson, plus Bridges, plus OG, plus Hart, plus Deuce, I think the mainstay of the lineup that will play. Now we've increased the quality of foul shooting that we can expect. A couple of points, a couple of points at the foul line could that could low key make the difference in a couple of games.
That's a fact. Sharon says, no, this is not what we want. We want a center who can defend. Watch the game again. His defense was awful. He's not the best defender. I mean, nobody's saying that. But at 7 foot, you do want him to get 2 blocks. You know what I mean? Or somewhere around 2 blocks a game. But nobody's saying he's a lockdown defender. I mean, I don't think it was bad though. Not as bad as the first game.
Nah, he's definitely not elite at defense, but you know I think it's possible that he could average 2 blocks a game though, or close to it. And if he's gonna give you if he's gonna give you 85% from the line, 40% from three, 51 and 52, 53% from the field, and he's gonna block 1.5 shots a game, he's doing enough. He's doing enough overall that he doesn't have to be a top five defender at center in the league.
Um, I mean, let's transition into Josh Hart. I mean, he had the 20-point game, double double, 20 and 10, 3 assists, plus minus was 35. That has to be the highest in the game. Yep. Nope. Somebody has 36. Brunson was 36. He was 35 on the plus minus 37 minutes. um, it looked like he pulled the hamstring, right? I mean, he was grabbing the back of his right leg early in the game too, in the first quarter. They was talking about that, but man played through it. You know what I mean?
It looked
But
like he went down. It looked like he was just angling for for a call with the refs. That's the way I saw it. But
no, he was like holding the back of his leg for like a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes in the first quarter. Waved off coming out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, he
Still
went.
played 37. Still
I'm,
played 37 minutes.
I'm just telling you how I saw it. So I saw it like it was a hard acting job.
I mean, he's listed as questionable for tomorrow's game.
Okay,
So
well that's what they saying.
um, I
Well,
don't know if he doesn't play,
if he hurt, sit out.
and if it is, you know what I mean, something like a hamstring, I think you gotta rest that. Um, but let's just say it's something he just got to sit out the one game. Who do you think should start? You know what I mean? But obviously, these guys out, Precious out. You know what I mean? Who do you think should start currently in this place?
Hart is questionable for Monday's game against the Cavs due to a right ankle impingement.
Ankle?
Yep.
I don't know what an impingement is.
I was just about to say, listen, I'm all down for SAT words and learning new joints. Uh, impingement, also known as impingement syndrome or shoulder impingement syndrome, a condition that occurs when the tendons, they call it, they're talking about the shoulder here. Let me see, impingement ankle. Let's get this right. Condition that can cause pain and limit the range of motion in the ankle.
Hmm.
Achy or deep pain that worsens with weight bearing activities, sharp or stabbing pain. Treatments include resting, therapy, home exercises, applying ice, anti inflammatory medications. He's not missing the game. Not for that. Not for that.
So why would they? Why you think they would list him questionable?
It's the gamesmanship.
Just in case.
Yeah, it's the gamesmanship. We'll see.
Shout out to still Knicks fans with good family. Salute to the chat. DJ Shuttle, Tone. Let's go Knicks. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Um, but yeah, if he is out, who steps up?
I mean, you would think it would be Deuce. You would think. I mean, based on the way he's playing.
And given his that's two dynamic guards, you know what I mean? Like so now you could hide Brunson on one of the less aggressive who's starting at the three for them this year? Is it
Uh,
still like a Coro or you know what I mean? Like one of these non-scoring threats.
let's just take a look. Cleveland depth chart. They've got Wade at the small forward. Yeah,
Dean Wade.
yeah, but they got Garland and Mitchell, two small guards in the backcourt though.
But that's what I mean. You get Deuce and Mikhail on them, throw Brunson on Wade,
Mm,
keep OG on Mobley.
yep.
We good to go. We good
Yeah.
to go. Next man up.
Next man up.
That's my prediction for a lineup. You seem to be not worried. Um hold on, I'm just seeing it. Nostalgic Nick said Deuce is hurt as well.
I didn't
Uh
see. I
yeah,
didn't see.
didn't see that. I hope not. What was I saying?
Yeah, he's. Oh, he is on the injury list. Probable.
Mm.
Okay. So, uh, Now, where what is the ranking of more likely to play?
Probable.
Exactly. So left hyper, left knee hyperextension. I don't remember your
That,
team.
yeah, that sound worse than ankle impingement.
Benjamin.
But
The word
but
is
but he's questionable and Hart is I mean he's probable and Hart is questionable. So one thing about the Knicks though, they don't, you know what I mean, they be saying questionable, probable, and they do be playing most of the time. But I'm just wondering if given how last year ended as far as like all the injuries piling up and being so early in the year, do they want to play it safe with everybody? You know what I mean? Like not you know what I mean? Be a little precautionary.
yeah. Well, we're gonna need Deuce to come back because um, the way he broke Evan Mobley's ankles last year. Yeah, kind of looking forward to seeing Mobley. Yeah, I mean, try to redeem himself and get banged on or so.
Yeah, we need one of them for sure. And I'd say Deuce more, but
For
yeah,
this
I'm not gonna get.
for this particular matchup, if you had to miss one, definitely would be Hart. In this case, he'd prefer to not have based on the matchup with the small guards.
Still, them said we should sit them both. We that we want Dadier and Kolek. Where's Matt Ryan? We about to get into that whole situation right now. Matt Ryan, Shamet. Like I said, I don't really want to get too deep into the game. We're gonna do either a game preview with MBK or Queens Court, one or the other tomorrow. So I know we'll get into tomorrow's game in depth. Probably have some more news updates or whatever. But let's talk about this front office still doing savvy things and drafting Landry Shamet with the first pick in the G League and trading up to the second pick with Cleveland to snag Matt Ryan. Kind of keep a closer eye on these guys. Give Shamet some medical care and things of that nature. Again, man, I mean, these 14 days is gonna come fast, so they're gonna have to make a decision at some point anyway. So I'm thinking Matt Ryan might, you know what I mean? He might be the first one up. I don't think Shamet's gonna be healthy within these
First couple of
14
weeks.
days. Yeah.
Now, one thing I did read is that they could elect based on his play to bring Ariel, the Incredible Hulk, to offer his two way to a standard deal, and then they could sign Ryan on a two-way contract.
Ah, that would be very smart. That would be very smart.
It still would keep them under the second apron, but then they could wait to sign Shamet until he's closer
Yeah,
to returning.
because they could spread that two-way usage. You know what I mean? As far as they can. That I think how many the guidelines on the two-way, how often they could be with the team and that.
No,
Because I know there's a maximum. It's you know what I mean. Like you can only use them for a certain amount of games at max, and they can only be on that like with the team, traveling and things of that nature. Even if they don't play for a certain amount of days. So, but again, that could just be something that kind of stretch out. Keep monitoring Shamet. How's it looking? How's it looking? My only concern with that, I said it before, is how long it took Randall to kind of so 42 games I'm being told. Shout out to coach. Um how long it took Randall to make the decision that he was getting the surgery and not gonna, you know what I mean? Like that was a lot of healing process and a lot of him saying he was ahead of schedule early on.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know when Shamet's coming back. So we
Coach
got,
said, I think for you.
yeah, we got to just assume Shamet's not coming back until he's coming back. You know, he's kind of like a stash player right now.
Um Sherman said Toppin's making 2 million. The Knicks should cut him. He's not an NBA player. If his contract is guaranteed, then it don't make no sense to cut him
And there you go.
because they're not saving the money.
There you
And
go.
that, and that's one more roster spot they gotta fill.
Yeah, now save that money for a trade if you have to.
A throw in. Oh man, somebody said
Jacob's at 2
Ernest
million.
said Steph Curry went down tonight.
I'm looking at the salaries for the Knicks this season. Jacob Toppin's at 578,000.
Mm,
I'm not sure where that 2 million came
maybe that's over the duration. Was it, how many years?
this year only.
Oh wow.
Daddy A's at 1.8, and Kolik's at 2 million. Sims is at 2 million. Uh, but Jacob Toppin's at 578 league minimum. That's actually looks like a two-way deal. Is Jacob on a two-way deal?
Um, is Jacob Toppin?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me double
I
check.
couldn't figure out who the three two-way guys was.
Yeah, he signed a two-way deal August 14th. McCullough's on a two-way deal,
McCullough, yeah, I knew he was on it.
and Incredible Hulk.
And Hook Porty, yeah, I couldn't for the life of me think of who the third guy was.
That's why they're saying take Hulk off of the two-way deal. He looks like, if anybody's going to stick around, it's definitely looking like him.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's he said I stood corrected, and
No problem, sir.
yeah, and it's a lot cheaper of a contract. You know what I mean? At whatever they end up signing him for, it's not gonna impact our salary cap as much.
Yeah,
I
that,
think it
that no, keeping that body around at that price tag makes sense.
maybe his contract converts. Here we go. What's this? He said Jacob Toppin's salary is salaries for a player on a two-way contract, which is half of the rookie minimum. Yeah, so that's what I was just saying. Maybe it converts if it's not a two-way to a standard. Mm.
Yeah, he might not be around for all that. The way that it looks like, I think they like Daddy A more than Toppin at this point.
Yeah, man, that's interesting. So if they bring one in, that means they have two. They have enough for one more veteran because the veteran minimum I think is 2.1. So they can't. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna end up being Shamet or Ryan in the long run. Like for standard contract, it's gonna be one of the two of them.
And that's why they'll likely give Ryan the two-way first, let him play out his time on the two-way, see if he's working out, see how Shamet's recovering. Shamet's recovering well, and Ryan's not doing so good, then you can bring in Shamet. If the reverse happens, Ryan's playing well, he's an asset. Shamet's recovering slow. No harm, no foul.
Yeah. So I wonder. We're gonna. I guess what they're gonna have to try to do is stretch it out to the 28 days somehow, because you get 14 consecutive days with 12 men on the roster.
Yeah. So by
But
November 5th, they gotta do something.
but you get 28 total days. So if somehow you get to 14 and then you drop down, you know what I mean, it extends. But
Listen,
I don't know how they're gonna pull that off unless it's some kind of non-guaranteed contract.
they're gonna find every loophole possible. this the NBA has learned, and so have we.
Yeah, I can't wait for the 30 for 30 for this front office. It's gonna be crazy. We gotta win the chip for it to come, but man, oh man.
Absolutely.
Um, I mean, I think that's all the news that I got on my list. You know, I'm looking forward to this game tomorrow. I know we either gonna have Queen's Court or the post game. I mean the game preview, one or the other, and get the post game in that losers lounge. Get that next losers lounge. If y'all ain't go see that, go check that out. It was funny. It was a short one. I had to work, but we back, man.
Oh yeah. Now we back. Something I wanna touch on brief um, from the last game. Did you see the footage of Deuce talking to Incredible Hulk about the minutes?
Nah,
Deuce,
I
you
I
gotta
I
you
I,
gotta
I
love
heard.
you gotta love this guy, man. He told him he told him, don't throw these minutes away. This is at the end of the game when he's got in.
Mhm.
Don't throw these minutes away. This is how I earned the trust. Are you kidding me? Yo, I had chills. I had to watch it repeatedly. I had to watch it repeatedly. I watched it like 5 times.
Where was on Twitter?
It's nice. I put the link in the
Uh,
inside the chat right there.
uh,
Um, Deuce is like, yo, listen, don't take these minutes for granted. I guess they had him mic'd up. Don't take these minutes for granted. That's how I earn the trust. These minutes are important. I was like, ooh, ooh, in a blowout. In a blowout in the last few minutes of the game. Like, yo, I've always loved Deuce. I've always loved Deuce, but damn, yo, I had chills when I heard this tone.
yeah, I feel that. I feel
This
that.
is this is the type you gotta understand. Like, I'm only 5'11. I'm only 5'11. I could barely dunk at my best physical ability. So like, but I was a small player and I was a hardworking player. So hardworking guys like Deuce McBride,
Resonate.
like, and to know that when he first got here 4 years ago, even when he was not performing a lot, the coach still spoke
Talk.
well of him.
Yeah, always.
He always spoke well of him. Like, yo,
Yeah.
he's always prepared. He
He'd be
always
like
hard.
he wouldn't even be in the rotation, and coach would mention him.
So that means you're doing the right thing. And that's somebody that appreciates the opportunities. And and for him to not even be one of the big four, to not even be a starter, but to embrace an opportunity to still be a leader. Yo, to me, like, that just speaks volumes of of where the team is right now. It speaks to me that just speaks volumes. And super salute to Deuce for that type of leadership. And I hope that between Kolick, Daddy and Incredible Hulk, that these three rookies can take heed to that
Mm-hmm.
as I mean, listen, I expect a few more blowouts, to happen this season. And then
Quite
the
a few more.
yeah, so I expect, them if they don't play the rest of the game, they're gonna get the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of a game. You know what I mean? And messing with Tiz, it might be last 90 seconds of a game, but whatever it is, you know what I mean? I expect them to hopefully get in there and make the most of every second that they're on that court. I had chills, Tone.
I feel you, right? That's deep. I'm gonna check it out as soon as we get out of here. Appreciate you jumping on me on this random one because with the game going tomorrow, I figured let's get it out the way today. I'll jump on again Tuesday. Um, I might be on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm feeling good. The season's back. You know what I mean? Knicks keep me in this good mood. They keep winning.
Might be
uh,
on. I be doing 2 a days. Who knows?
might be. I did it last week. So appreciate everybody in the chat jumping in. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all for sure. Yo, Black is time. Until
Did,
next
did,
time.
did you make a prediction on tomorrow's game,
Um, I'm
or you doing that tomorrow?
we doing it tomorrow, but I mean we doing the whole week tomorrow. So yeah, I'm calling the win. I'm
Okay.
calling the win for this one.
Nah.
They 3-0. You know what I mean? This is gonna be a real challenge in the sense that we kind of they arch rival as well. You know what I mean? Especially for the playoffs, and I'm sure they've heard all the things just like Boston has, right? You know what I mean? Now the Pacers, on the other hand, they beat us, right? So they probably was ignoring all the noise.
It wasn't really
They
meaning.
they was, they was feeling themselves. You know what I mean? Like Cleveland, I think they like, oh, we underlooked, we undervalued. You know what I mean?
And they've got the continuity now, of everybody coming back. You now these guys are now. This is like year three with this group. Year two for at least most of the guys, and I just think that the Knicks have had their number. So if even if the Knicks might not look at the Cavs like that, I would bet that the Cavs are looking at the Knicks as a team that they have to, like, for them, maybe how the Knicks had Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
like, we need to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland's probably like, yo, we need to beat the Knicks.
Not only that, you know what I mean. Just to throw a little bit of another the dynamic, coaching dynamic. You know what I mean. They was both up for that next job. Um, Thibodeau and who's the I don't know why I always forget his name now. That's the coach I wanted because they got a new coach. They fired Bickerstaff and they got Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, yeah, that's your guy.
You, you
That's
know
your
what I mean? So, but yeah, the little coaching dynamic. He wanted that next job. You know what I mean? Like he felt like he proved himself in Brooklyn, and he got them on a. You know what I mean? He got them on a nice run, 3-game winning streak. I've been in their chat too, spying. You know what I
mm,
mean? They loving the substitution patterns. They look like they're noticing the coaching difference. So I'm just going to throw that out there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's something I'm gonna be watching for.
Well, we'll see. We'll see them tomorrow. I mean, they got a decent roster, and listen, it is what it is. We'll see him. We'll see him tomorrow. We'll see him tomorrow.
Yes, so
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, man. Appreciate you, Shutter, man. Till next time, I'll see y'all Tuesday. Well, I'll see y'all tomorrow on Nothing But Knicks, but I'll see y'all Tuesday.
let's go.
We out.